Hi everyone, I'm Tarun and today we are discussing about the second largest and second smallest number within the array. So let's start. Okay, so first of all we have to find the second largest and the second smallest number from the array. Okay, so if so first of all we have to create the array, that array is equals to and 2 comma 2 3 comma 7 6 7 7 then 7 then 9 comma 9 comma 1. Okay, so let's start the code. So we have to find the second smallest and second largest number. Okay, let's start. So, first of all, we start with the brute force approach and then we go to the better, then we go to the optimal. Okay, so let's start. So, what happened like if we want to find the smallest, second smallest and second largest. So, first of all, we have to think about like largest number and the smallest number within the array. So, we have the array, and within the array, as we know, like when we do sorting, so we got the array like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and double 7 then 8 then 9 9. Okay, so let's create it. 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 and then comma 6 comma 7 7 6 comma 7 comma 7 then 8 then 9 comma 9 then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 8 9 9. So these are the array I am creating it. So first of all, if we want to this is the sorting array, and if we want to find the largest and the smallest number, so as we know, like we have 9. This is the largest number and this is the one we have a smallest number. So if we want to find the second smallest number, so as we know, like this is the second element, so we can find it easily. If what happens, so if we have like double one, okay, so what is the number? That is a one array. So we can easily find the second element, second smallest and the second largest number. But here, what it is like, it is a like repetition of the number. So it's not like as simple like we have to find within it. So what we have to do? So after that, what we have to do? We have iterating the array. We have to find if the value is not equals to largest, then we break the loop and come out from it. For the same, we have doing from the smallest as well, second is smallest. So we have to iterate the loop from the last to first. And when we find the number is not equals to the largest, so we can find the second largest number within it. So let's start. Okay, this is the like brute force, as I say. So we are just removing this code, and we have also removed this one. Okay, so then this is the like brute force. Okay, so what we have to do? Function second largest and second smallest number within it. So what we have to do? We have to take the array, non-sorted array is a okay. Then after that, what we have to do? Array dot sort. Okay, so we have to sort it to the ascending order, like non-decreasing order. Okay, and that is a minus b. After that, what we have to do? We can find the smallest number and the largest number. So what we do? We have fixed largest is equals to array comma array dot length minus 1. Okay, now after that, what we have to do? We have to take the smallest number. Okay, so this is the smallest, so we have to take the 0. Okay, so next what I am saying, like we have taken the second largest and the second smallest. So if we start from the like 0 to n minus 1, so we can find the second smallest, because if the value is not equals to the smallest number, then it will automatically come to the second number. Okay, then when we got this, so we will break the loop. So what we have to do? We can for let I is equals to 0, I is less than array dot length and I plus. Okay, then after that, what we have to do? If array of I not equals to smallest, Then what we have to do, we have to like assign the value into the smallest. Okay, so what we have to do, const obj equals to this one. We have to take, like, we have to return the object. So obj, we have to take the second smallest, and smallest number is equals to array of I. Okay, and we will break the loop as well. And same thing we can do at here. Let me think about it. Array dot length 0. Array dot length -1. So we can do the same loop as well. So I think we have to create the next loop because we will break the situation in the second loop. So because of this, might be we can create the ambiguity. So let's start with the array dot length -1. Array is greater equals to 0 I minus minus. Okay, so let's take, like, this is the largest, and if it's not equals to this one, so we are taking this one, second largest. Okay, area of I, then we will also break it. Okay, then we will come out into this second largest and the second smallest, and we return the second largest and the second, so we will return the directly object from here. Okay, so what's the output of this? Console.log. Then after that we have to do second smallest, second largest. So we have taken the array here. Okay, so let's run it into the compiler. Okay, so there isn't some error. Array is not defined because we have not copy paste the array within there. So that's why we are getting this error. So let's copy paste it. So we have a second smallest is the 2, obviously 1, 1, 2, 2, and second largest is the 8, like 9, 9, 8. Okay, so let's discuss about the what is the time complexity. We are doing the array sorting, so basically it has an n log n, and after that we are iterating the loop for smallest, then we iterating the loop for largest. So what are the time complexity? Big O of log n plus 2n. Okay, because we are iterating to loop at here for the second largest and the smallest. So let's come to the second approach. So that is a optimal approach for there. We can do the better approach, but I am using the optimal approach because it's the same thing, but we have to write all the code. Let's discuss about the better approach instead of the optimal approach. I think that's a very good thing. Yeah, we can go ahead with the single step, so it will help us to go to the next step. Okay, so what we have to do, for better approach, what we have to do, we have to find the largest after, like, without sorting, and after the largest we have to find the smallest number. Okay, sorry, second largest number, and then we found the smallest number, then we found the second largest number. For iterating the loop, for the first one we have to do n, then for smallest, so second largest number we have to do second iterating loop, then third we have to find the smallest, then fourth we have to second is smallest. So there are four loops is running, so we have to the time complexity of this loop 4 of n. Let's start. Okay, so first of all we have to take the largest is 2. We have taken the minus infinity because we are starting with the we have to find the uh, like we have to find the largest number, so we will take the minimum number of this largest number, and the second largest we take the same minus infinity. Okay, Smallest is the infinity. Why we are taking the infinity? We have to find the smallest. So we are taking the large mat here. Okay. So that is a second smallest is equals to infinity. Okay. So let's start with the code. First of all, we have to find the largest at here. So function largest. For function of largest, what we have to find? We have to find the largest. Next, we have to function second second largest. Okay, now we have to find this function smallest. Now we have to find the function second smallest. Okay, so we are starting with the largest number. So what we do, we are just passing the array within there, and we are passing the largest number. So let, okay, we have a number at here. So we are doing let function is equals to largest at here. Okay, let function is equals to for let num of array. If num is greater than largest, what we have to do, so we have to find the largest, we can assign the largest is equals to num. Okay, if num is greater than largest, so whatever the value of the largest, we are returning the largest value at here. Okay, so we are same thing at array, and whatever the largest we at here, count largest. So basically we are getting the largest one at here. Find largest. फाइंड लार्जेस्ट के बाद हमारे पास देन वी विल डू सेकंड लार्जेस्ट नंबर. For second largest, what we have to do, the value is should be like greater than num, and but the num value is less than largest. So what we do, we are doing again iterating the loop let num of array. Okay, if num is greater than so here we again the taking the value of the minus infinity. Second largest is the infinity. So basically what happened, like we have to take num value is greater than second largest value, ampersand, and the num value is less than largest value. Okay, now what we say, we can found the second largest number at here, so we have to assign second largest is equals to num. Okay, so what we have to find, we can find the second largest number, so we have to return it. Return second largest. Now we can find the second largest number from it here. So right now we have to find the second smallest number. Okay, for smallest number, find smallest. So we have an array. Within the array, we have this one. Like now we have to copy paste. We can use the same code at here. Smallest, we are taking the infinity, we are taking the large number, and now we are iterating the number from infinity. Okay, so what we have to find, we have num. Okay, num, what we do, we can smallest. If num is less than smallest, so obviously we can assign the value into the smallest, and then after that we are returning the value. So I think I have done some other mistake at here. Okay, we have found the smallest number at here, find the smallest, and then after that let's find the second smallest number. Okay, now if we want to find the second smallest number, so I think it's the smallest number instead of the second, and const sorry, right, we are taking the second smallest. second smallest number, what we have to do, we can take the basically a largest value, infinity. Okay, and then after that we can use the same code with whatever we have written it here. So this is the largest, this is the second smallest, at num. Okay, second largest, second smallest. If num is less than second smallest and num is greater than largest, okay, num is less than smallest and num is greater than largest, then the second smallest is to be the num, and that is the second smallest, we can return it at here. Okay, I think that's it from my side. Right num is always less than second is smallest, so we are assigning the num value within it, but it should be greater than the largest. Okay, so I think that's it. Let's remove this value. I think we do not need this. Okay, and we have to find this one, and we are also taking this array as well. Okay, so that is the second largest and the second smallest, second largest. So we are taking the second largest, and then after that, second smallest. Now we will run this code into the compiler. I think there is some issue assigned to const variable. So this is the like line number 16, and second largest we have taken within the right second largest, second. So we have to take this into the right keyword. Within the right keyword, we are assigning the value, and also we can take this one. So first we have found the 8, that is the second largest. Largest is not defined. Okay, so there is some typo mistake as well. So we have taken the smallest. Okay, so that thing we have taken it, and let's 2. Okay, so we have the second smallest is the 2, and we have the second largest is to be the 8. Okay, 9 and 8. Okay, let's come into the time complexity and the space complexity. While running this code, we have done for the find largest, we have done first find the largest, then we found the second largest. Okay, for smallest, we found the smallest, then we have to second smallest. So what are the time complexity? What are the time complexities? Time complexity is big O of 4n. Okay, which is like not space complexity is big O of n, which is good, but not as much because we can optimize the code. So let's do it into the optimal approach. How do we perform with the optimal approach? Optimal approach. Okay, so we can use this code and we can optimize as well this one. Okay, so first of all, we can remove this largest and we can directly use it, find smallest, and this one as well. Okay, sorry guys, we have taken the so much space because I want to write the code properly, which is very clear code, because if I increasing the code, so it will move to the next space, so that's why we are taking into that one. Okay, and so const largest is equals to find largest and array. Okay, we do not need this code, so just remove this one, so we can take it directly. That also we are taking the red one now, red minus infinity. Okay, so first of all, before we start the code, so first of all, we can, what's the intuition of mind? So whenever we are getting the loop, so first element I am taking as a element of the zeroth element, and the previous element we are taking as the second smallest, because whenever the largest element will go ahead, then the whatever the previous value of the largest element, it will go to the second largest. So that's my approach. Okay, so for largest and the second largest, that is the infinity, and that is also the infinity. Okay, if if num is greater than largest, so what we have to do, so second largest is always equals to be the largest because previous value contain the largest value, and whatever the largest value contain the num, okay, so it will contain this one, that is return second largest number, right? And then after that we are founding the smallest number with the same approach. Let's define it, let's write it, sorry. And that is the smallest, and this is the smallest, and that is the infinity, this is the also the infinity, second is smallest, second is smallest, let num is less than largest if num is less than largest, sorry, if num is less than smallest, if num is less than smallest, so we can assign the value second is smallest is to be the smallest, and we are founding the smallest number equals to num. Okay, so we are finding it. So we are basically storing the previous value, okay, at here in the second smallest number. So that's it. Okay, now what we have to do, so this is the second largest and that is the second smallest. Okay, so I think that's it. It can perform the proper result. That is a 8, that is a 2. Yes, we can found it. So what are the time complexity? So for the second largest, the loop is run by n, okay, because we are doing with the previous value. And for the largest, smallest number, we are performing the same with the help of n. So the time complexity and the time complexity of both, that is a, for finding the smallest and the largest, that is a big O of n or n% big O of 2n. Okay, and the space complexity is big O of 1. So that's it. I think that's it from my side. Thank you very much.